We are shaped by the forces that surround us. In turn, we shape our environment. What makes the wolves of Canada's coastal rainforest unique is the land that has shaped them. The Great Bear Rainforest of British Columbia is the last of its kind. A place of many dimensions. It is ruled by the wild and permeated by the unknown. Located where the western edge of Canada meets the Pacific Ocean, this coastal fringe and its inhabitants have been isolated from the rest of the continent for thousands of years by the vast coast mountain range. It is a maze of deep inlets, remote archipelagos, and forgotten islands. The largest expanse of temperate old-growth rainforest left in the world. Fertilized by salmon and protected from fires, the trees can grow to be over 1,000 years old. The ocean has influenced this rare and unique ecosystem to such an extent that there is no distinction between land and sea. Almost everything here must adapt to navigate the ocean. Few people inhabit this rugged coastline. It is the domain of the wild, where nature's intricate cycles play out their dance of interconnection, much as they have for thousands of years. It is a land of mystery. So little is known about this complex ecosystem, or its apex predator, the rainforest wolf. The heart of the coast is the river valley, the center of life for many species. Every year, millions of salmon enter these rivers and thread their way through the networks of streams into the body of the land. They are like the nutrients in blood, feeding hundreds of plants, insects, and animals. The trees are the lungs of the land, alive and breathing. Just how many species make their homes in these valleys is unknown, but among them is the wolf. Wolves are rarely seen by humans, but a group of biologists from the Raincoast Conservation Society who were conducting salmon and bear research on the coast kept noticing the evidence of wolf habitation in these remote valleys.
Flesh still attached to the bone.
Little information about coastal wolves existed, but it seemed obvious that they were using the areas heavily. The same areas that were slated to be logged for their old valuable trees. It turned out no research had ever been undertaken on the coastal wolves in British Columbia, yet their habitat was being quickly and permanently altered. Mankind has the habit of burning the library before reading its books. Raincoast decided to embark on the first research project ever on the wolves. Chris Darramont headed the team, a young scientist whose previous research on wolves in the Rockies had ended after the project had run out of wolves to study. In most places in North America, wolves are heavily hunted, often to the point of extinction. The opportunity to study wolves in such a natural state was almost unheard of. The group also enlisted the help of Chester Starr, a Celtic from the nearby village of Bella Bella. He was known as Lone Wolf for his love of walking alone in the woods. Chester proved to be a valuable aid in understanding how to observe the coast. Here, the untrained eye might see only trees and islands, but the rainforest is a master of illusion. With patience and close attention, the coast has a way of slowly revealing its secrets. The researchers found that the habitat here was vastly different from what they associated with traditional wolf territory. Here it was fractured by islands. Here the wolves shared their home with spear bears and dolphins. Dense forests, tides that surged through narrow inlets, and weather that was infamous for its wildness and unpredictability, and no previous study upon which to build. So little was known. How different was this population from other gray wolves? What kind of areas did the wolves choose for den sites? What was their diet like? What was the extent of their territories, and how did they navigate the ocean's tides? What kind of role did the wolf play in this ecosystem?